It was announced and signed in fanfare and heralded as a deal to smash people smugglers. But tonight, the government's asylum seeker swap with Malaysia has imploded. The High Court has ruled that the Immigration Minister exceeded his legal powers in clinching the deal. Chris Bowen admits the decision is a heavy blow, and although the government could try to fix the situation with new laws, it's finding no friends in Parliament to back it. Chief Political Correspondent Mark Simpkin was in court for the decision.
First East Timor, now Malaysia. Another so-called asylum seeker solution is no solution at all.
Let's make no bones about it. Today's decision by the High Court is a profoundly disappointing one. Disappointing to the government, disappointing to me.
Not to mention surprising and politically devastating.
Today's decision is a significant blow, but it does not undermine my or the government's determination to break the people smugglers' business model.
Just a few weeks ago, the minister was extremely confident.
The Commonwealth Government is on very strong legal grounds. Very strong legal grounds.
That grounds just crumbled beneath him. The minister's declaration was made without power, the majority ruled. The minister may not lawfully take either plaintiff from Australia to Malaysia, and the minister should be restrained accordingly. The government wanted to send 800 asylum seekers to Malaysia and take thousands of refugees in return. It's still inclined to take the refugees, so a 1 for 5 people swaps turned into none for 4,000.
Our clients are extremely relieved that the court has ruled by a large majority, 6-1, that the government's plan to expel them to Malaysia is unlawful.
The court found Malaysia is not legally bound to provide sufficient human rights safeguards, given it hasn't signed the Refugees Convention. It is clear the minister did not look to and did not find any basis for his declaration in Malaysia's international obligations or relevant domestic laws, the Chief Justice ruled. Robert French even noted there's no evidence of any legal protection against caning, contradicting the government's repeated assurances.
Yet another recognition of yet another policy failure by this incompetent government.
Labor could try to legislate its way out of trouble, but it's unlikely to find the numbers in the Senate.
Not only is this harmful for children, not only is this expensive, but it's now illegal.
The High Court's dealt a heavy blow to a government that certainly didn't need one. One backbencher called the decision catastrophic. Cabinet will now try to decide what to do next. All options are on the table, including one that was once politically unthinkable: reopening a detention centre on Nauru.
I'm not ruling anything in or out in terms of our response.
That's because the High Court's raised more questions than answers.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Mark Simpkin, ABC News, Canberra.